Also, we have evaluation forms.
I'll get to that. Yeah. So in terms of getting help, the best thing to do here, if you want to learn more, is the good place to start is to open up GMAT, click the Help button, and go to the Contents page. This is the user guide. There's also online help, which is the online version, tutorials, which points to what we just did today, and there's a pointer to the user forum there. So this gives a full reference on resources, commands, subsystems. Now, we hope that you use GMAT back in your offices, and if you find bugs or issues or features that you'd like to exist but don't exist yet, there's a way to do that. So you would basically go to the Help menu, do the Report an Issue item there, and you'll get to this page, our Jira page. You'll log in or sign up for a free account, just needs your email address. You go to Create an Issue at the top. You'll enter in here, choose GMAT, issue type, choose bug or feature request or improvement request or whatever it is, and type your summary. And I'll point out, we triage new bugs every Wednesday. So if you put in a feature request, we'll see it the next week. We'll apply a priority to it. You'll get emails of status changes. Feature requests are similar. You'll choose improvement instead of bugs. And here's what we consider. Bugs are defects. Improvements are small changes. New features are big changes. In terms of further resources, here's our web pages. I've gone over those before. And some key folks. So Steve Hughes is our project lead. Steve Cooley, who was here before, does solvers and maneuvers and nav stuff. I do script language stuff. I do mission support for Tess and Maven, MATLAB stuff. And Rizwan does graphics, output, JWST, GMAT functions. So any of that stuff, that's who you'll contact. And hopefully this will generate at least some interest in getting involved. The easiest thing to do is, or the good way to start is answer questions on the forum, see what other people are posting, subscribe to our lists. Submit bugs. If you want to actually get into contributing as a back to the project, getting involved that way, bug fixes, contributing to starter feature requests, and contributing new features. So in summary, that's all we have. Thanks for attending. I hope it was useful. For folks in the room, we have evaluation forms at each desk. Just fill it out, give it to Rizwan. Don't need to put your name on it. It's all anonymous. For folks on the phone, there is an evaluation form in your GMAT Fundamentals folder if you'd like. It's hard to make it anonymous for you guys since you'll be emailing it in. But if you want to, you can somehow mark that form, print it out, circle it, scan it back in, whatever you want to do, or use a PDF drawing tool and send that. If you'd like to keep it anonymous, then I'll send out an online survey in the next day or so and get your feedback that way. Is there any final questions before we before I sign off?
For the people here, those PowerPoint slide presentations, are those somewhere that we can get from the network, or do we have to grab them from here? Or?
The presentation files?
Yeah.
I'll be posting them. Let's see. If you want it like in the next day, you can grab it here. I'll be posting it in just,
okay,
in several days or a couple weeks or something. Yeah. Yep. Looks like we had a final question about if somebody wants to compile their own VF13, is there documentation? Let me just show that for a minute. Go to sourceforge.net. There's a project there called GMAT plugins. And it's taking a minute to load. But you can browse source code there, and one of the plugins provided is the VF13 plugin. One side effect of keeping it separate is it's not in the normal version control system, so it doesn't get updated as recently. But this will give you the basic structure, and I think there's a README file here that explains how to get the missing files. They're free. You just have to sign up, where to put them, and how to build the plugin. I suggest if you have any further questions on that, go to our SourceForge project page. This is the project page for GMAT itself. Click on mailing lists and subscribe to the GMAT developers mailing list and ask your question there, because that's a list that developers populate, and they can answer your compiling questions that way. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
For folks online, give me a couple weeks and I'll post the material, the full video, audio, etc., and I'll send out some emails to that. Thanks, guys. We're signing off.
Yeah.